Hello, here I am with example 3. I decided to go ahead and make a video for this one because it's interesting to think about, and you know I love to think about math. So I'm going to show you a different way to think about this. I've already filled in my asymptote of x equals 2, and I already filled in the asymptote of y equals 1 because I had done it and then erased it deciding to make this video. So I will go ahead and explain to you where that comes from. So let's do what we did before and start by looking at as x goes towards negative infinity. So I'm thinking about very big negative numbers. So as that happens, my y value, a very big negative plus 5 is going to be a big negative number. A negative number minus 2 is going to be an even bigger negative number. Well, a very big negative number divided by one that's even bigger is going to be almost equal to -1, but just less. So close to -1 from below. So it's just less than -1. So I'm thinking about coming in from this side. And now I've got some important points because I'm guessing it's going to look like this. So I want to think about when is this going to equal 0? Well, that's at -5. So that's definitely a key point that I've got there, -5, 0. My y-intercept is when x is 0, so 5 divided by -2 is -2.5. So already this is looking like it's going to follow my suspicion. So let's see what happens now as x goes towards +2 from the left. So if I think about what's happening there, as I go towards +2, I'm getting closer and closer to 7. So it's about 7. And then I'm dividing by a number that's just smaller than 2. So that's going to be a very small negative number. Well, as I divide by very small decimals, I make my quotient bigger and bigger, but I've got positive divided by negative, so that's going to be approximately -infinity. So like I thought, I'm going to be heading down. I'm going to try and make a smooth curve going through my key points and not crossing my asymptotes. So let's think about the same thing. I imagine I'm going to be up here. So I'm going to go x towards 2 from the right. In this case, I'm going to be getting closer towards 7 on the top, but on the bottom, I'm going to have a very small positive number because I'm going to be bigger than 2, but just by a little bit, like 2.1, 2.01. So this is going to be very small positive, which goes towards +infinity. I shouldn't have used approximately equal here. I should have used approximately equal here, or an arrow to say I'm going towards this, and I'm going towards this. So that's going towards +infinity, like I thought. And now as x goes towards infinity, I'm going to end up with a very big number, very big positive number, divided by a slightly smaller positive number. So that's going to go towards 1 from above. Because if I've got a bigger number divided by a slightly smaller number, I'm going to be getting closer and closer to 1. So I'm going to look something like this. And there's that graph.